How you doing, YouTubers? This is the next big thing back here. I've been in college all week, and I made the mistake of not leaving the air on. I turned it off to conserve energy while I was gone, and now it is hot as balls in my house. So anyways, I'm going to try to get through this without sweating my ass off, and then I'm going to go escape somewhere where it's cool, maybe go jump in a pool or something somewhere. This is my official predictions and preview for WWE Night of Champions 2013. This show's interesting. I'm going to have to say probably the weakest show of the year so far as the card is concerned, with the exception of the main event. I have a couple of upsides about this show, but then again, I'm not very excited about it. It's not much going for me here. I don't know. It's just something's not there. There's not enough matches. Maybe the build's too focused on the main event. I can't explain it. I'm gonna try to explain it here in my video, but I'm gonna do the best I can. And here we go with the 2013 WWE Night of Champions preview. First on the kickoff show is the tag team turmoil match. I believe it's Usos, primetime players, Real Americans. Who else is on there? I don't even know who else is in the match. But anyways, those are the three that are relevant right now in the WWE. Comment below. Let me know who else is in the match. This is speaking from the mind here. This is what I try to do in my videos. I think the primetime players are going to take the turmoil match. They are, because of Darren Young's gay announcement, which is fine. I'm fine with them playing off of this and using his publicity to give him a push. I'm okay with that. We'll see where that goes. The Usos could win. The only reason I say they're not going to win is because they've gotten shots at the tag team titles recently, and I think they need to give a new team the chance, even though I think the Usos should be the tag team champions sooner rather than later. So we'll go ahead and start off with the tag team championship match on the regular card. I don't think it'll open the show. I actually think probably the World Heavyweight title will open the show. But anyways, the tag team championship match is the Shield versus the winner of the tag team turmoil. My guess is the Shield is going to win this match. I think with this whole corporate storyline, corporate evolution storyline that they got going on, I think that the Shield need to keep all the gold, being that they're part of Triple H's bodyguard or whatever. So they're going to keep the gold. If the Usos win turmoil, this is another reason why I think they won't win. I think they might win the titles. That's just a side note. My prediction still goes with the Shield leave with the tag team titles. Next up is the World Heavyweight Championship match. Alberto Del Rio versus Rob Van Dam. Now let me say, I do not care two shits about this match whatsoever. I do not give one piece of my mind to this match when I think about Night of Champions. I think Del Rio is going to keep the title. I'm going to go with the heel turn here for Ricardo Rodriguez. I think you can't take him away from Alberto Del Rio. I think Ricardo is either going to turn heel. One of two things is going to happen. Ricardo is either going to turn heel on Rob Van Dam and cost him the match, or Ricardo is going to inadvertently cost Rob Van Dam the match and make Alberto retain, pissing RVD off and making RVD, and then eventually lead to the Ricardo heel turn and back with Alberto Del Rio. I think that Alberto should keep the title, which is bad because I am not a fan of Del Rio any way, shape, or form. but I think he should keep the title. I think Rob Van Dam is not the best for the title right now. I will care about Del Rio when they bring Mysterio back and feud them two together, and then hopefully give Mysterio one final run with the belt, and then we'll move the World Heavyweight title away from Del Rio. Hopefully stick him in mid-card hell, because I do not like his character. Next up, the Fatal 4-Way match for the Divas Championship. You got Naomi versus Brie Bella versus Natalya versus AJ Lee. I'm going to go with Natalya on this one. I think it's either going to be AJ Lee or Natalya. Based on Total Divas, I think Natalya is going to take it. Natalya is the best in the ring. I wouldn't mind giving it to Naomi, but Natalya has paid more dues. She's got more of a legacy. She's more of a household name, I guess you would say. So I think you give the title to Natalya. I'll have no complaints, and hopefully Natalya can do something with the belt. Hopefully give her a feud. Hopefully make a solid feud with her and AJ. We'll see what happens with that. Next up, before I get to the two main events, I'm going to assume that Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title will happen. Same as I said for the tag team match, I think the Shield should keep all the belts. I think they makes them look stronger with this Evolution Corporation storyline. So Ambrose to get the win should be a pretty good match. We'll see what happens. I hope it's not like a 7-minute squash match like they did to Ziggler against Bray Wyatt on Monday. I hope they give these guys minutes and let them put on a match, because obviously these two are capable of putting on a fantastic match. So if you're going to keep the title on Ambrose, which I think you should, give them a good match, and we'll see where he goes from there. Next up is the handicap match, CM Punk versus Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman in an elimination match. One of two things is going to happen to this. Either Mr. Paul E is going to... Well, let me start off by saying CM Punk will eliminate Curtis Axel clean. That will happen. I've almost bet money on that. And then I think either Paul Heyman is going to run away, causing the storyline to advance, or we're going to get a run-in by... I highly doubt Brock Lesnar will run in. I think... I'm hoping we'll introduce the new Paul Heyman guy. This is just a suggestion. Maybe the next Paul Heyman guy will run out. Maybe Matt Morgan. Maybe somebody from NXT. We'll see. But I think that's going to happen. It's not going to be a clean finish, because not enough people are going to buy Night of Champions for this to happen. I think Heyman... this is not the right time. I think you should push this off to maybe Survivor Series, because a lot of people buy, even though Survivor Series is, I call it the Big Five, because I include Money in the Bank as one of the Big Five. I think Survivor Series might be the lowest of the Big Five, but a lot of people know Survivor Series has been around forever, so I think Survivor Series might be the best time to give CM Punk a chance at Paul Heyman. And lastly is the WWE title match, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. This should be an awesome match. It should be a match of the year candidate. I'm counting on that. The only reason it won't be is, once again, because it's Night of Champions, and also because it's their first match, and I think they'll have more matches in the feud. I think Randy Orton, actually, I know Randy Orton, well, I'm not going to say I know, I highly suggest that Randy Orton will be walking out of Night of Champions as the champion. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. My prediction is going to say that Triple H will either come out and do a screwjob finish on Daniel Bryan. Maybe Triple H has bribed the referee before the match to screw Daniel Bryan. Maybe a fast count, or forget the count Daniel Bryan or something. I'm going to guess that Triple H is going to do a run-in, probably get up on the mat or come out to ringside. Daniel Bryan's going to get distracted, and then he's going to turn around for an RKO from Randy Orton for the 1, 2, 3. I know a lot of y'all would not like that finish, but let's think here. I mean, we've got one of the hottest storylines. I'm going to say we've got the hottest storyline that we've had since 2011 with the Summer of Punk. I think this storyline is next to, I mean, it is the closest thing we've had to a great product since 2011 with CM Punk. I think, and if Daniel Bryan wins this title, the only thing you can do from there, which I don't think they'll do at Battleground, which is probably going to get like 10 buys, the only thing you can do at Battleground is Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton rematch for a title, let Daniel Bryan win clean, and then have Triple H versus Daniel Bryan inside Hell in a Cell, which I'm okay with, but I don't think that's the best way to go. I think what you should do is don't let Randy Orton beat Daniel Bryan clean, because I think Daniel Bryan should hardly ever lose clean from this point forward in his career because he's such a big star. Do the screwjob finish on Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton keeps the title. Rematch at Battleground. I don't think he should do a rematch at Battleground. I think Triple H should assert his power in the 3 weeks between these two pay-per-views, Night of Champions and Battleground. Take Daniel Bryan off the WWE title picture. Say that you lost. I'm the game. I'm gonna get a new #1 contender. And then you get a new #1 contender, possibly Big Show versus Randy Orton at Battleground. I would be fine with that. Not exactly a 5-star classic, but I'd be fine with Big Show versus Randy Orton. And then maybe have Daniel Bryan win the title back at Hell in a Cell, or more of a possibility, Survivor Series. I don't think you should drag it out past Survivor Series, because yes, the chase is great, and yes, when Daniel Bryan wins, the corporation storyline will be over. But I think, not over, but close to it. I think you should have him chase it to about November and give him the title at Survivor Series. So there's my predictions on WWE Night of Champions 2013. I don't know if any more matches will be added. I'm excited about this pay-per-view for one reason. There is, on the actual main card, there's 5 announced matches and one that I think is going to be announced. That's 6 matches, and if you get 2 hours, we'll say 2 hours of match time for 6 matches, that is 20 minutes per match. That's awesome. I mean, that's cool. That's good stuff. I think the Divas won't get more than 10, so that gives some extra time for another match. If you haven't noticed by watching my previous videos, I'm a big fan of extended matches when you got 2 people that can work. I think Alberto Del Rio versus Rob Van Dam will probably be about no more than 12 to 15 minutes. CM Punk versus Paul Heyman will probably be about a 30-minute segment. If you, put it all together, I think. And then obviously, I think the main event will go about 25 minutes plus entrances plus matches. I think that'll be at least 30 minutes for that segment. So we'll see how it goes. It could be a good pay-per-view. Like I said, it's probably the worst card we've had of the year. But you can't judge a book by its cover. We'll see how they go. I hope it's good. I'm spending my hard-earned cash on it. So we will see you next time for my next video here on the next big thing. Please subscribe if you have not. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, the NXT Big Thing 1. And please tell a friend. Anybody who watches wrestling, I'm here to discuss wrestling with you. And I will see you next time here on the next big thing.